what in the hell did Atlanta do?
So I actually text Raheem and Terry Fontenot. I actually hosted Terry Fontenot on his visit to Tulane. And, of course, Raheem Morris is a guy that was in Tampa with us for years. I thought it was a great pick, and here's why. You get, in my opinion, the most talented thrower of the football on a 5-year contract. He gets to sit behind Kirk Cousins. Here's why Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, was important for Atlanta. They needed that veteran maturity. They had such a young team. Desmond Ridder wasn't capable from an experience standpoint of leading Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts and Drake London and those guys because he'd never done it. So you bring Cousins in. You're going to get 2 good years out of him. He gets to teach Penix how to be a real pro. Remember the reality show they did with Cousins and Mahomes and those guys a year and a half ago? People got to see a different side of Kirk Cousins. Regimented, high football IQ. That's exactly what you want in your building. New coach, new system, a bunch of young super talent. And watch how it meshes up salary cap-wise. They can get off the Cousins contract in 2 years. Now you have Penix with 3 left on his deal. So now you don't have that quarterback vacuum, and that's when it'll be time to pay London, Pitts, and Bijan Robinson. So you'll get a 1.5, 2-year buffer on the salary cap. Now it's just got to all work. Now I know they could have went and got immediate help, but again, I think Penix is a generational talent at quarterback, and I think you put him in that dome, he's gonna throw the cover off that football.
You've been saying it. You recruited the kid. You said he's the most talented kid in the draft. I agree at the position. I have a question though. If I sign this kid for $130 million, and 100 of it's guaranteed, and he's an older guy, I get what you're saying. But the money to me don't make sense. You just drafted Ridder in this same organization that lasted you a year, and you go and do another QB play on a guy you just signed. And listen, if it's signing for protection of an Achilles, because right now Kirk Cousins could not play today. So if you did that, I get it. But if you did it, if this other dude, Kirk Cousins, is like, look, man, I want to win here. That's why you signed me. I need some help. We need pass rushers. We need this and that. I can see why he's hot or whatever. But do you think Arthur Blank knew what was going on? I know it's a funny question, but you spoke to Raheem. We had Weddle on last night, who's really close friends with him as well. And Weddle kind of had a different – he kind of was like, I don't know if Raheem's as happy as people think. What do you think about that?
Well, when they drafted Ridder, I asked Raheem wasn't there. I sent Terry Fontenot a text and said, are you blind? Like, there was no way Desmond Ridder was going to be a legitimate starting quarterback in the NFL. I had played against him twice. So this one was different. Raheem responded pleasantly for me because I text him. I say, Penix is a dude, great pick.
Hey, Tank, does the age matter though to you? If you're
not
a GM,
not to me, JB, because even though he's a super athlete, he kills you from the pocket.
Yeah,
and being able to stand in that pocket and deliver the football, that age is a lot slower than a guy that's going to be running around and he makes the majority of his impact, with his athleticism. Like, people want Penix to run more.
Yeah, I think the maturity is going to help him in terms of acclimating to NFL life and NFL style football. Atlanta is Black Hollywood, and that city can really swoop you up, and they serve the best meals in the strip club. So, like, if you're not a mature
hey, them chicken wings undefeated, baby.
Man, if you're not a mature, level-headed kid with a good family around you, Atlanta can really do some damage to you. I think what's going to have to happen is, for me, it's going to be a wait and see. Is he going to adjust to these big men coming at him, putting big-time hits on him, and him being able to sustain that? He's going to have some time to really, I think, get stronger, get a little bit more fit. But that, to me, that's the biggest thing. Will he be able to play the NFL style game, which it's a little bit more, to his style nowadays. It's not the game that it used to be. It is a throw the ball all over the yard type of league now. And so I think that's going to help him out a lot. But can he take these hits for 18 games and get into the postseason? I mean, if you saw him in the college, I mean, he's had a lot of injuries, and even in the national championship, he was falling apart. So he's going to have to do a little bit of strength and conditioning, I believe, so that he can make it a full NFL season. Because, man, when I was in the league, we called them laps. To run that lap in the NFL, it is no joke to get to the finish line.
And Smitty, Tank wasn't here, so he didn't hear like the background on this.
Yeah.
I recruited this kid since he's a freshman in high school. Tremendous two-parent household, all about academics. He has a younger brother that's in high school that's a baller. I mean, that's a Christian, like, grounded family.
That's what he seems like.
Yeah, that's not a family where any of his money got to go to the family, mom and pop, well off. They've done their thing. I think when I watch the film, I see a lot of C.J. Stroud and Penix. There's very few college guys that can consistently locate the football in the tight windows vertically down the field. And when you watch these throws, watch where the ball location is on these balls.
Accurate.
Roma Dunze and Jalen aren't wide open. Like, he's throwing these guys open, which to me is a trait that definitely you're going to have when you get a National Football League. So I love him in this situation. Could they have went with somebody with a bigger, more instant impact? Probably. But he'll be able to handle Atlanta. And I think this will be one of those deals down the line where people kind of view it like the Green Bay situation. Where when Kirk gets a little older, he's been in the league a long time, Jordan Love, a.k.a. Michael Penix, comes in and, like, great pick by that organization.
Well,
Yeah.
He's converted, transferred Washington Husky. And so I'm definitely pulling for the kid. I was happy to see him get drafted. I was happy to see him be the first big surprise of the draft. All that, I wish the best for this kid. But again, I'm not a quarterback evaluator. I just go off of what I see. So, I really hope he does well.